Give me some guys you think are battling for roster spots, legitimate training camp roster spot battles, and a veteran that you think could end up getting traded by the Browns, before that cut down time.
Yeah, I would say I'm going to start with center Nick Harris, which is really unfortunate because he was your penciled-in starter. I would say penned-in starter at the beginning of last season before he blew out his knee in the very first the very first play of the preseason, very first series of the preseason. But now they've drafted another center who has a very similar skill set to him, who is under contract for 4 years, where he's under contract for 1 year, and they re-signed Ethan Pozick to be that starting center now. So it'll be interesting. And Michael Dunn has some swing guard to center versatility, and he's played both. So I think Nick Harris is probably on the outside looking in right now at this point as well. And then another one, man, that's tough. Maybe a guy like AJ Green, but I know they really like AJ Green at corner, and they love having corner depth. So I don't think really his roster spot's in jeopardy. So I'll say something like DeAnthony Bell. It's really non-consequential fourth safety, but DeAnthony Bell has a lot of special teams experience. He's a really good special teamer and that fourth safety in the room. But they brought Ronnie Hickman in, so I think Bell and Hickman are going to be battling that out. And then as far as a veteran who could be traded, I know he's a fan favorite, and people aren't going to love to hear this, but Donovan Peoples-Jones is entering the last year of his contract. They just drafted Cedric Tillman. They just traded for Elijah Moore, who's under control for another year after this year. And if he plays really well this year, which we all expect him to, he's going to get a contract extension. So at some point, DPJ's skill set is very interesting, where he's not a separator. He's at the bottom of the league in the ability to separate from defensive backs, but he's at the very top of the league in the ability to make contested catches. Is that a skill set they're going to value as they start to air it out all over the field, or are they going to want some guys who can separate a little bit better? So entering the last year of his contract, again, they proved with Kareem Hunt they're not just going to trade away valuable assets without a good deal. And so if they don't get something that they really like for Donovan Peoples-Jones, they'll let him play out his contract here. But as far as the veteran who could be traded, I would say Peoples-Jones is probably near the top.